اقرأ كتاب الله ترق جنانه وتنل عظيم الأجر والغفران.
السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقهوا قولي. Today the lesson that we'll be doing is Ism Faa'il. So in the previous lesson we would have had an introduction of the different types of Ishtiqaq of Asma Mushtaqa, derived nouns. So the first type of Asma Mushtaqa that we'll be learning is Ism Faa'il, active participle. Ism Faa'il is the Ism Mushtaq, that is the doer of the fi'l, that is the doer of the verb, right, that is doing an action. One who does the action of zulm, wronging, is a zalim. One who says is a kadhib, a liar. One who says sidq, the truth, is a sadiq. So Ism Faa'il, the primary structure is fa'il. Fa'il. So it has many structures. The primary structure is fa'il. Some examples from the Quran. In kuntum sadiqeen. So sadiqeen, you ignore the yanun, the plural indications, and see the root words of the word sad, dal and qaf. So if you substitute the fa and the ain and the lam kalima, you will get sadiq. So sadiq from the fa'il structure. Another example. Inna Allaha ma'a sabirin. Sabir from the fa'il structure. Lanuhlikanna al-zalimin. Zalim, fa'il structure. Other word structures of Ism Faa'il. So I'll just read out the words first and then we will go through it one by one. Muf'il, mufa'il, mufa'il, mutafa'il, mutafa'il, mufta'il, munfa'il, mustaf'il. I'll repeat it once more. Muf'il, mufa'il, mufa'il, mutafa'il, mutafa'il, mufta'il, munfa'il, mustaf'il. So if you closely look at these word structures, you will notice that it all begins with a mim with a dhamma. Also it ends with a lam with a dhamma. And know that the ain kalima always has a kasra in Ism Faa'il, right? Important to have that in mind. So now we move on to the descension table of Ism Faa'il. Mudhakkar, fa'il, fa'ilani, fa'ilaini, fa'iluna, fa'ilina. Muannath, fa'ilatun, fa'ilatani, fa'ilataini, fa'ilatun or tin. So we're going to move into a more confusing topic. So listen carefully. The more you listen, the more it will become more understandable, right? Ism Faa'il is different from Ism Marfu. Right? Now what is Ism Marfu? Ism Marfu we learned in the previous lessons. Ism Marfu is from the word Rafa, which is the subject in a sentence. It is doing an action as indicated by the Dhamma at the end. Right? So how is this different from Ism Faa'il? Because Ism Faa'il is also the doer of the fi'l. Right? So let us see. A marf the fa'il in the context. It is the doer in the context, right? It is important to know that it is in the context only, carrying a dhamma at the end regardless of its word structure. So it doesn't necessarily have to be in the fa'il structure. It could be in any structure, but if it has a dhamma at the end, then it would be a Ism Marfu, right? It will be a fa'il. Some examples. وَدَّ كَثِيرٌ مِّنْ أَهْلِ الْكِتَابِ. So kathirun here, as indicated by the dhamma, it is the Ism Marfu in this sentence. Another example. وَلَمَّا جَاءَهُمْ رَسُولٌ مِّنْ عِنْدِ اللَّهِ. Right? Rasulun is the ism marfu in the sentence as indicated by the dhamma. So fa'il structure is the word itself is doing an action, right? It is the word on the structure of fa'il regardless of its i'rab. So it would be in the rafa, nasab or jar state, right? As long as it's on the word structure of fa'il, then it is ism fa'il, mean that it is the subject in the sentence. For example, laysa bi kharijin minha. So bi kharijin is in the fa'il structure. So as indicated by the sign, you can see that it is in the jar state. So this means that it is not rafa, but it is in the fa'il structure. It is the doer, right? وَمَا رَبُّكَ بِغَافِلٍ عَمَّا يَعْمَلُونَ. So ghafil is in the structure of fa'il, but it has a kasra, right? It does not have a dhamma, right? وَقَالُوا فِي بِالْأَنْعَامِ خَالِصَةٌ لِذُكُورِنَا. So in this case, خَالِصَةٌ is in the fa'il structure as well as it is an ism marfu because it has a dhamma, right? So it is a fa'il, ism fa'il as well as it is another example. In kuntum sadiqin. Sadiqin is in the fa'il structure from sadiq, and ya noon is an indication of nasab or jar, right? And it is waw noon, plural, that indicates that it is rafa. So in this case, it is not rafa, but it is an ism fa'il. So I hope you'll understand that. Let me just repeat it once again. Ism marfu is the fa'il in the context, right, with a dhamma at the end, regardless of the word structure. Ism fa'il is always on the structure of fa'il, regardless of the i'rab. I hope you'll understood that. Right? So now I will give you some masdars. We'll make them into ism fa'il. طلب, طالب. نسخ, nasikh. Hukmun, a command. Hakim, one who commands. Ilmun, knowledge. Alim, one who knows. Qatlun, killing. Qatil, one who kills. Katbun, book. Katib, one who writes. To disbelieve. Kafir, one who disbelieves. Nasrun, to help. Nasir, one who helps. So you can go to the Qurans and find some file. So that is it for today's lesson. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu.